Hello again. So we are in front of my new apartment and I thought I'll take some time and give you guys a tour. So here we go, I guess. This is number 102. This is my place. So let's go check it out. So when you come into my house, you have this part that sort of still belongs to the outside, they say. They call it a game can. And I've got some miscellaneous various items inherited from my predecessor, amongst which are a bunch of matches. I'm not quite sure if he was trying to set himself alight at some point, but we've got plenty of those. Then what else do we have? Some picture cards with like most of them missing. A mysterious box of gadgets. This apparently I'll use in the winter to get some kerosene for the stove, because there's no central heating, in case you were wondering. Then my crazy friendly co-worker, who you might remember, just comes around and keeps giving me stuff. This is meant to keep bugs away. This was for the recent festival we had, and some random lavender, because right, why not? And best flashlight ever, I guess. What else do we have? Snow shovel, because apparently there's going to be mountains and heaps and mountains of snow in the wintertime. Right, so let me show you how this Genkan business works. Pretty straightforward, I guess. And for anybody who was wondering, yes, I'm wearing socks in my sandals. Come here now. So, continued. Now I'm in my sort of entrance hall area, if you like. Entrance hall area, and as you can see, it's quite dark. It's quite dark. So the natural inclination is like, oh, guess what? There's a light switch, but it turns on the light in this room. And not this light, because this light is hidden behind my fridge in a very convenient place, right up here. And there's 3 in total, I believe it's the first one. Yes, so let there be light. Right, so we're in my little hallway, and the light I turned on first is, anybody want to have a guess? It's the loo. So let's have a look. Voila. Wonderful, functional Japanese style toilet with a little sink on top to wash your hands, but maybe, as you can tell, nowhere to put a bloody hand towel to actually dry up your hands. So very convenient, I guess. I haven't plugged it in, I haven't played with the controls, and I don't intend on playing with the controls, because I'm just happy to do my business and use the flush as any normal toilet, to be honest. But do let me know if you really want me to try out all these functions, and I shall. So here we go again. That's what we have. But quite awesome that I actually have one of these in my own house. Right. So we have entered my house. We have seen the toilet. So now let's have a look what's behind these mysterious doors. So now we are in my kitchen, and again, you'd think the light for the kitchen might be somewhere in the kitchen. No light switch. Maybe it's this one, but it isn't. It's the light over here. So you might think maybe it's just outside the kitchen. But again, there's no bloody light switch. It's hidden again. One of the ones behind my fridge. I believe it is the one on the bottom. It is. So there was light. And that leaves a third switch behind my fridge, which I haven't yet figured out what it does. Probably never will. Who cares? Anyways, so now we have light in the kitchen. And so yeah, this is the kitchen. Couple of storage space on top, fan in the back, I bought this kitchen unit myself, so proud, so proud. Bought myself a little rice cooker as well, and a kettle, because life, kettle, right? Blender, because every morning I have a lovely shake of all the good things in this world. Random things. A lot of rice down here, which again my lovely crazy co-worker brought over. Bin for all the burnables, as they say, and another bin for all the plastic to keep it separate. My lovely little gas stove and Japanese style oven. So believe it or not, this is about this size of my hand, right? Fry my hand in here perfectly. That's a Japanese style oven. And that's traditionally what they have. Now the storage space up here is great, only that I can barely reach it. So you know, I could just about get here, and then if I get on my tippy toes, I could just about just not use it at all, basically. So oh well, a little less storage space for poor old short me, but what can you do? A lovely big sink. And another thing Japanese people do, or is common in Japan, is you have like a big drain, your kitchen sink, and all the junk or all the vegetables you're washing or whatever can go in here, and then you can take it out, throw it out away once you're done. Quite nice and convenient, actually. So I think that's the kitchen. All right, and then from the kitchen, you just turn to the right. You have part 2 of my bathroom, if you like. You remember that shitty tiny sink nobody could wash their hands in, really, and no place to have a towel? Well, here's a proper sized sink. You know, nice and big, nice and new, everything. Some storage space underneath. Can't go wrong with that. A little mirror I bought myself. My selection of toiletries. Vegan multivitamin and mineral complex because health, and some flax oil because health, and I don't know, just general toiletries. My good old washing machine, which is quite common to have somehow next to your sink in Japan, or you know, wherever your sink is where your washing machine is. Don't really know why. And it's basically part 2 of my bathroom. You know, typical bathroom, I guess, in Germany or the UK is like you have your toilet and your shower or your bathtub and a sink. It's like all of them together. And in some places you might even have your washing machine in your bathroom, but you know, not that often. At least you have your bathroom, your sink, or your bathtub or shower and your sink, and your toilet in one room. Whereas here I've got my toilet with a teeny tiny non-usable sink in one room. I've got my sink separate with my washing machine, which opens sort of American style like this, and then separate I have my bathroom, basically, which is a complete wet room to walk into, if you like. So I'll step on in here. Guess I'll show you. Yeah, then we have a little bathtub right here and shower head. So in case you're unfamiliar with how to use a Japanese bath, I guess I'll give a brief layman's demonstration now. So you're meant to sit on this little stool like so, and then you have your shower head. Sorry, you take it down from the top part, you take it down to here, right in front of your face, basically, something like this. Then you have the shower head here, and you basically shower seated, and you use this little bucket if you want to pour like water over your head. When you're all scrubbed and nice and clean, then you get yourself into the bathtub, which, as you could probably already tell, is pretty bloody tiny. It's just about big enough so you can kind of squat in it, but that's, and then you soak in the hot water in there for however long you want. For me, that usually takes about 20 seconds and I'm done. And well, I don't do it at home really, but you know, that's the Japanese style you do when you go to a hot bath or something. So that's what you do in the bath. That's the bath done. Right, let's move on to, because maybe you noticed my kitchen was missing a fridge, which is conveniently placed outside in my hallway, on top of which we have a magnificent microwave oven combination, because you know, who can use that teeny tiny oven really to do anything. So I've got a decent size oven here. Still, you know, you wouldn't be able to fit a turkey or anything in there, but you know, decent enough. And then let's go on. Now we have a bunch of sliding doors in front of us, so let's go on to the right first. So we slide open this door like so, and then we enter my bedroom. I apologize, I've just done some laundry, so my laundry is drying in here, my usual laundry place. So let's turn on the light. They usually have 3 settings. It goes like from super bright to not quite so bright but still pretty much the same, to like nothing, basically really tiny, and off. So let's go for the bright, basically not so bright. So got a double-sized bed which I've got from my predecessor, quite comfy. It's like super soft. Basically you wake up in a little mold you formed overnight with your body. But you know, I've gotten used to it now. It's quite nice. I still don't use a blanket really, because it's way too hot to have a blanket still. So I just use this little overthrow, if you like, and sometimes nothing really, because it's just too bloody hot in here, or too hot in general in Japan. So yeah, I've got loads of storage space, like more sliding doors. Loads of storage space, hopefully you can see. It's really quite deep. There's more stuff there's more space to put stuff up there. And then wait, I've got some light somewhere as well, I thought. Didn't I have some light? Let there be light. There we go. So yeah, there's more storage space up there. It's really like super deep, like could fit like my whole sort of almost arm in there, or more even than my arm. There's loads of storage space there. Then for the winter, because apparently it gets really freaking cold, kerosene heaters, as I mentioned, which are meant to keep me nice and warm, which I doubt, because Japanese houses, if you know, they have like paper thin walls, so I can basically hear my neighbor drop a penny. So the cold just creeps in and you can't do anything about it. But anyways, got some these more sliding doors in front of my windows, which is great. The windows themselves as well, they open, surprise, in a sliding fashion, like so. Open, slide, and close. Actually, it was like quite a nice breeze there. Ooh, because it's about to rain. Leave that open. And yeah, my crazy nice co-worker admitted that it was her fault. That there's already sort of one of these sliding things broken, because it really is just paper thin. Yeah, paper thin paper. Ha! What a surprise! Paper thin paper. Who would have thought? So yeah, that's what we have here. Nothing much else going on in my bedroom, I guess. This nice little desk and chair combination I got from the local city hall. My employer, as is, it's been handed down for 20 odd years from one ALT, which is me, assistant language teacher, to the other. And then if we enter through some more sliding doors, now we have 4, so I basically can open 2 of those. Let's see, which one should I go for? Let's go open one this way, and then we have my living room. Again, weird settings on the lamp, bright in your face, pretty much the same, nothing off. So let's go for pretty much the same setting. We have the magnificent air conditioning in this room, and in this room only. So it's lovely, nice and cool in here. Then what else do we have? Oh yeah, did I mention tatami floors? Because don't know why, but you know, I guess. 2 couches I inherited from my predecessor. A nice large table, TV, PlayStation, internets and things, and guess what? I recently bought myself a nice home gym because awesome, and why not? And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm still wondering which of the couches I should keep because you know it does give it a quite a, you know, it makes it look quite small now with a home gym and 2 couches. But this one is like, let's see if you can tell. This one is like, you know, nice and small, so it doesn't take up much space and it makes it room look bigger, I guess. But you know, nobody can stay on it really. I'm too small for that. The other one, on the other hand, is massive, which is both like, you know, my feet fit on it nicely. You can just sort of lay back, relax. It's really comfy, but it's massive. So I don't know which one I'm going to keep. Let me know if you have any ideas of which one I should keep, which one I should get rid of. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is my lovely new abode, where I live, and yeah, I guess one more thing to mention is that Japanese people are just crazy about dividing rubbish. So I've got my rubbish days here, and then all the things, where to throw them away and where not to throw them away, courtesy of, guess who, my crazy lovely co-worker who just keeps coming around with more and more stuff. Anyways, so I'm still getting used to that, but that's also a reason why, you know, you have rubbish bags, different types of rubbish bags in your house. I have to admit, still have to figure out how to get rid of cans. All I know is they go separately, and there's no like big rubbish bins outside as you have like in most German or British cities, I guess, depending on where you are. So you just have to wait for the day of rubbish collection and then throw it out, but not outside of my house. I have to like go around the block, which is really a pain, but I think I've pretty much mastered the system. As you can see, my apartment is super nice and clean and pristine, and just, yeah, pretty happy here. Never lived in a place this big to myself, so I like it. If there's anything, you know, you saw on the tour you want me to talk more about or explain about, I forgot to talk about, forgot to mention or something, let me know and I shall. Or any other questions, shoot them my way. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the little tour of my apartment. Yeah, that thing about being good with the rubbish and stuff, that was a lie. There's like twice a month they collect plastic and PET bottles which go in separate bags, and I think I've missed all the collection dates so far. So and cardboard goes separately as well, and you have to tie up your cardboard with a piece of string, and that is only once a month or so, and I think I've missed that as well. And I've had quite a few deliveries with loads of cardboard and stuff, so I've been keeping the cardboard and PET bottles and all sorts of plastic things. Nothing smelly, you know, I've been keeping it well hidden, let's say, but I guess I have a confession to make, so yeah. Oops. I'll throw it out next time. Promise. Got it marked in my calendar. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hello. So today was finally September the 14th, where plastic and plastic bottles were the rubbish for plastic and plastic bottles could be thrown away and would be taken out, and you remember the heaps and heaps of rubbish kept in my cupboards. They are still there. because last night on the 13th we had a little, or they had a little welcome party for me, for like all the English, junior high school English teachers in town, just to say welcome and stuff, and was just way too hungover to make it out of bed in time to throw my rubbish out. So I've got another 2 weeks of happy rubbish collecting in my apartment. Just thought I'll share that bit of news. Oops.